Welcome to day 22 of studying for the CDMP until I pass the exam. We're still currently on chapter 3, which is data governance. For those that are new, the CDMP stands for the Certified Data Management Professional certification. So I know I've been away for some time because I've been preparing for the Power BI sort of 8-week program, which is officially kicked off. So I'm back with you guys. So I covered three topics today. So the first topic being engage in issue management. So what I learned about here on the topic of engaging in issue management, this is really about how do you sort of like manage, quantify, or document issues arising from data governance, right? You want to have a strategy, a plan on how you deal with these issues. If there's compliance issues and all of this, you want to know who's going to be working with them and who's going to be sorting all these different problems. So really, issue management is really about the process of identifying, quantifying, and also prioritizing certain issues that arise from data governance. Tell us some of the key things that are important here was authority, right? When there's approvals that are required, who is the right person to approve? Who are the owners of the data? Change management, like how is the change management sort of approved? What are the escalation levels and all of that? Compliance, how do we ensure that we're compliant? And if those compliance issues do arise, how do we actually do them? So these are some of the issues that as you think about data governance, issue management, you essentially need to think about data quality and all of that. This is really about how do we deal about data sort of like governance issues. And what's very important as you design the strategies that you want the people at the top to only deal with 5% of the problem, which is your data governance council. They only have to deal with less than 5%. Then you go down a little bit, you've got your data governance, the one at the top is the data governance steering committee. That's like the executive level. And then the other one is data governance council. So those guys need to only deal with like 20% of the problem. Then the ones that deal with 80% of the problem is your data stewards, right? So you need to make sure that you're designing it in such a way that your data stewards are dealing with majority of the issues. Now, the other part that I learned was assessing regulatory compliance. Look, this one really is about, as you're designing your data governance strategy, you need to understand what industry, what sector your company is in order for you to really understand what compliance issues are aligned. If you're in banking, there's already certain rules like the PCI and all of that affect the banking industry. So you need to really understand what actually affects your industry and also ensure compliance along those lines. So that was that part. Look, the last part was implement data governance, right? You need to understand that as you're implementing a data governance strategy, data governance is not an overnight thing.